Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for turning up. And I think I can see from my clock that it is 7 minutes past 4, and I think we can start. And this video is recorded, it's being recorded, which means that whoever is not around will get a link. Now, straight away, we go to the work, and my group members have seen that you are doing a good job. I saw in the group, the WhatsApp group that we have, you shared some of the chapters that you are doing, which is a very good progress. I saw chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, 4, up to 5, which is quite good. And I also looked into the program for the week, and what was said by Karanja is that this is a very important week where we are supposed to create assignments and put those assignments in the two tools, in the ePortfolio, and also in the sandbox. Now, I have some comments for my teammates, but maybe before I give those comments, comments on the work that you have done, maybe I should find out whether you have any challenges regarding what you have done so far, that maybe you might need my intervention. I can see Emmanuel and Obiero and Nedi. So those are the only people in attendance. So from either Emmanuel or Felicitas or Nedi, do you have any challenges, or I just go on and express some of the improvements that we can put in our content?
Just maybe before you do that.
Yes.
We had an opportunity to meet this afternoon, and we met briefly, and we were looking at our portfolio and the sandbox. We decided that we are going to redesign our portfolio so that we have organized work showing the capstone projects from week 1 to week 4. And on the sandbox, you notice that earlier we had divided 5 topics, and those 5 topics are supposed to be for 2 semesters. So we thought maybe 2 semesters would give us a lot of work. We may only concentrate on 1 semester. 1 semester may cover around 3 topics. So we decided that we're just going to maybe for now just concentrate on 1 term and make sure that it is as perfect as possible.
I agree with that, but maybe before I ask, okay, you've talked of a term and a semester. From your viewpoint, how long is a semester or a term?
A term is 3 months.
1 term is 3 months. Okay. Now, and you have 5 topics, right?
Yes.
So you are using a term system, right?
Yes.
Now, you've decided that you will only focus on 1 term?
Yes.
And if you have 5 topics, how are you going to make this fit in one term, which is 3 months? You're going to fit all of them?
We were thinking we may reduce the topics to around 3 topics.
So 3 topics for 3 months, right?
Yes.
That means 1 topic for 1 month, right?
Roughly.
That means how many lessons per week?
1 lesson.
1 lesson in 1 week. So that means that in 1 month, you have 4 lessons, right?
Yes.
In 1 month, you have 4 lessons. So in 3 months, you are going to have 4 times 3, which is 12 lessons, right?
Yes.
And you know, e-learning normally, okay, even if you have it in a modular form or in a lesson or lecture, doesn't that mean that you are going to have, you're supposed to have 12 topics instead of 3? Or can you explain how will you break down this? Because if you have 3 topics in 3 months, but you see, we look at teaching in terms of a weekly basis, all right? So how are you going to break it in terms of weeks?
You see, if we say 12 lessons, which is equal to 12 topics, I think that would be being of ambitious, because the entire syllabus is around 12 topics. So these 12 topics is normally supposed to be covered in a period of 3 semesters. So if we were to divide 12 topics among three terms, so 3 semesters, and each semester is 3 months, we would have roughly each term with, say, roughly 4 topics.
Yeah.
So it means that each topic again is divided into subtopics, and then subtopics.
So I'm getting your argument. So how do you, like, if let's talk 3 months. So in 1 month, because the teaching is on a weekly basis, you say in 1 week you have 1 lesson or 1 topic. So how will you plan? Because there must be some planning that this week this is what I'm teaching. In this week this isn't that so? So how will you plan on a weekly basis? Because Moodle uses a weekly basis, right or wrong?
You're right.
So how will you fix that? Doesn't it mean you'll be forced to break down this content?
Maybe let me chip in.
Yeah, is that boy?
Yes, Dr.
Boy, how was your day?
It is. It's not friendly. We have a lot of work to do.
This thing ni kujaribu tu. It's not a matter of life and death. Don't worry. So, but continue.
We are trying. Yeah. Okay. We are talking about a topic, for example, a topic per month. Topics have got subtopics. So we arrange our work in such a way that we go with subtopics until we complete a topic. They are too big. It's not something that you do within 2-3 hours. You have completed a topic, and you're dealing with diploma students and certificate students. So our curriculum is structured in such a way that this is Thrive Scale, where we teach them once a week, and that once a week is 2 hours per week. Exactly. So we have taken a topic. The topic has subtopics.
Exactly.
So within 1 month, we should have cleared the topic or the subtopic. So let us make our work in such a way that it is subtopics now we are dealing with.
That is good, boy. I get your point.
Yes.
So these subtopics that you are dealing with there, because I also agree with Felicitas. What you may need to do is what you may need to do. I agree. I understand what both of you are saying, that this work you'll have to break it down into smaller pieces so that they
Yes.
fit on a weekly basis in terms of subtopics. So these subtopics is maybe what I need to see. The subtopic is taught on a weekly basis, because
Yes.
even this platform is on a weekly basis. So in week
Yes.
1, rather than giving me the content for 1 month, I would want to see the content for 1 week, because this 1 week is what we are going to upload, and then the other week and the other week. Don't you think like so? So I'm not saying that you do the work for 3 months now, though that is not doable, but why don't you tell me, like, just in 1 month, or even in the first 2 weeks, or even say in week 1, this is the topic, this is the content. Or is it the topics that I have here, the ones you sent, like there are 5 topics, are these for weekly basis?
The topics now, there are 5 topics plus 1, which is the current issues and trends. So there will be 6 in total.
Just a minute. Just get my question right. In the group, you people shared 5 topics, Cindy?
Yes.
Is this the work for 3 months or for 5 weeks?
That is for 2 terms.
For 2 months, eh?
2 terms, for 2 terms, you know.
So, but do you understand that you may need to go further and break on a weekly basis? Because even if you look at the KSG platform, things are done on a weekly basis. Like we are doing 5 weeks, and week 1 we are doing this topic plus, of course, the subtopics. Week 2. So instead of telling me this is for this number of months, can you be able to put your content on a weekly basis? Even if it will be only for the first 3 weeks anyway, or 2 weeks even, then you just say for the first week, this is it. For the second week, like that, like that. What do you think?
It's the same thing we're talking about, only that we are going to talk about, come and if it's topic 1, and we then take a month, we break it into subtopics per week, so that what we're giving out is a subtopic as a topic. So by the end of 1 month, we have cleared the content of topic 1 according to our syllabus.
Okay.
Then we move, then we move to topic 2, second month, we to break it into subtopics. By the end of it, second month, we have cleared topic 2. But from the platform now, we are supposed to break it into subtopics. That's when we can work on it.
Exactly. That is true. So have you done that? Have you done that breaking up for the platform?
Is what we have agreed around to do tomorrow, so that we reorganize it.
Very good. Thank you. I think you've talked. You have answered me. So the agreement is that there's a need, to break this into weekly basis for the sake of the platform. Sindio?
Yes.
Sawa. Okay, that is good. Then, is there any other, before maybe I can say something on the same? If I look at your content for the 5 topics, I mean, assuming that, when I saw this, for me, I thought that these are for the 5 weeks, the first 5 weeks. So I was actually waiting for the other weeks, but you've told me that this is for 3 months. Therefore, there's need for further breakup. So when you actually, you've said that there's a meeting tomorrow where you are going to break down this. So I hope somebody is taking notes, and I want you to just say some things that you need to do. Number 1, those weekly, let me call them weekly topics. Are we in agreement?
Yes.
those weekly topics, make sure that as you write the content, the way you've written this, there should be a video. But if there is no video yet, you leave some space there and you just write video, so that when the video has been made, it will be inserted in that position. Am I talking?
It's okay.
Yeah, and you know the video normally comes at the beginning of the topic, eh? So you just write video. I mean, the way the content appears, leave some blank space, and just leave right there in brackets video, so that when the video is ready, that is where the video will be inserted. Number two, the topic is supposed to have images. I've looked at your content and I noticed that only topic 1 has 1 image. The rest of the topics don't have images, but I know you are still planning. So there should be at least 1 image in each topic. So where you feel there should be an image or a diagram, leave a blank space. If the image is not there, just leave a blank space there and write there image in bracket, so that when that image becomes available, it will just be pasted there. Is that clear?
Yes.
So I saw that thing in your content. Then the other thing is an external link. I saw a link in your content, but it was a link for a webinar. But for every topic, there should be an external link. What is an external link? An external link is a link that gives the learner an opportunity to read more material outside there. So if this link is ready, when you are preparing, let's say now we are doing topic 1. We've put a video or we've left a space for video. We've put an image or we've left a space for an image. We put a link or we leave a space for a link, so that when we actually identify that link, we are going to paste it there. That is number 3. Number 4, I was wondering how come that every topic has so much data, because in e-learning, we don't put big chunks of data. But I now understand, because you've just explained to me that, you know what, this is for 3 months. That is why it is too much. So it means that there'll be some breaking up of this for a weekly basis. So number 4 is that the notes should be in small chunks. Small chunks means kidogo kidogo for each topic. All right. Even if it should be broken. If it's already subtopic 1, should break it further into smaller topics, so that it becomes easy to read. E-learners have no time for a lot of content. Put very little content there, but the details can be read through an external link. So make sure that the content is put down broken down into smaller chunks. That is number 4. Number 5, for every weekly topic, there should be at least 1 assignment. So if the assignment has already been prepared, it should be embedded in the content, and that is what should appear in the e-portfolio. In the e-portfolio, we are just pasting what we want to do. In the sandbox, we are actually implementing. If it's an assignment, we are implementing it using the assignment resource. But for the e-portfolio is like a training ground. The learning management system or the sandbox is where the real match is. So let's have an assignment in the content. If the assignment is not ready, no problem, leave some space and put into bracket assignment. Finally, number 6, there should be a quiz. These multiple choice quizzes are very common, I've discovered, in these platforms. And so there should be a space for a quiz. You should set a quiz and paste it in the content with the, just the quiz and the multiple choice. I'll prefer multiple choice. Maybe there can be 10 questions, even 5 per topic. Maybe there can be 5, maybe there can be 10. The decision is yours. But that quiz should be part of the content. And this is what should be uploaded in the e-portfolio. The content with at least an image, at least an external link, one. The notes should be in chunks or small chunks, at least one assignment, at least one quiz. That is week 1 topic. When you go to week 2 topic, the same is replicated, and you go on like that for 3 months, because Felicitas told me you're doing for 1 month, which is actually is reasonable, because you are learning, and when you are learning, it is understandable that you can't do the whole, I agree, you can't do the whole 3 months in 5 weeks. It might not work. It might appear like, no wonder you told me that there is nothing to bring joy on your end. I agree, because the work might look overwhelming. And I have no problem with what Felicitas said, that you do for 1 month first, and then you progress from there. So those are my views regarding the content which you shared. So I think the content is already there. It is just breaking it up, including the assignments and the quizzes if they are ready. If they aren't ready, you just put a space for it as it is being worked on, as it is being worked on. Now, the other thing you have to do, your content should look neat and organized. So for example, if it is topic 1 is 1.0. Now, the subsections of that should be coded accordingly, like the subtopic 1.1, the following one 1.2, the third one 1.3. If you don't want to go beyond 1.3, you can use A, B, C, D like that, or you can use the Romans, So in that way, the content looks properly structured and it looks organized, and even for ease of movement, it is easy to follow. Am I communicating?
Yes.
Yeah, try to code so if you go to topic 2, then the code is 2.0. Introduction is 2.1. Maybe objectives 2.2, 2.3. Then maybe you have A, B, C, D, or Roman numbers like that, and you find that your content is going to be really nice. So that's also something else I wanted you to look at. So that is it that I had for the content that you did. The other thing I wanted to share with you, this week we are supposed also to do assessment. So my question is, how good are you in creating assessments? I saw what Nathan shared. Let me just read it. That is for this week, and you see today is Monday. So why not? If we can plan, start planning now, there is nothing to lose. This is what he said. In your team, deliberate on the following and post your deliberations on the e-portfolio. Decide on the nature of assessment and post your decisions on your portfolio. Have you decided on the kind of assignments, or this is part of what you are doing tomorrow? Felicitas,
after we have done
have you agreed on the nature of assessments that you are going to do this week?
We are going to discuss that tomorrow and decide tomorrow.
Very good, very good. Now, and I can see here that in this week, we should develop the assessment on the sandbox and review the unit to ensure that's something else. So what I wanted to do is just go to the sandbox is the learning management system, and demonstrate how we can create two assignments. One is a multiple choice, another one is actually an assessment. We are talking about assessments, all right? So I know that when you talk tomorrow, but again, normally in learning management systems, most of the assignments are in the form of quizzes, and the most common kind of quiz is the multiple choice quiz. That is one form of assignment. The other form of assessment, assessment, I don't know why I'm mixing the two. The other form is an assignment where you can upload a file, or you type in. So I wanted just as an introduction to the members to just do a demo on those two. I don't think it will take me more than 20 minutes, and then we call it a day. Is that okay with the members?
That's fine.
Okay.
Any comment, boy?
It's okay, proceed so that we will see what we're supposed to do.
What lies ahead, Cindy?
Yeah.
So let me share my screen. And please, I have to ask, can you see my screen? Can you see my desktop?
Not yet.
Now I have to ask for those rights. So open share tray, share desktop. How about now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go to, I'll not use the sandbox. I'll just use Moodle, which is the same thing, by the way, because the sandbox is Moodle. So just a minute. Oh my, just a minute. I'm looking for what I want to share with you guys then. Okay. Just a minute, I'm looking for the link. Okay, the link is here. It had disappeared, but no worries. My. I repeat that Moodle is just Moodle, whether you call it Sandbox or the KSG system or what I'm using, it's basically the same. So what I can do here, you can do it in the Sandbox. It's taking time to open, but let's just be patient. Oh my, I don't know what this is all about. It shouldn't take that long. Okay, let me grab the password. The password for this. Which one is ready? Decided to punish me, but it's opening. Okay, now site home. I want to go to a course. So I want to go to this course. Of course, I saw you already. You can create courses. Normally, before you create a quiz. A quiz is an activity. The first step is you turn editing on. And once you turn editing on, then you decide where do you want to add the quiz. Is it in week 1? If it's a week 1 quiz, then this is lecture 1. So if it's a lecture 1 quiz, then you add it here as an activity. And when you come here, you go to quiz. You go to quiz. And when you go to quiz, you can say, I'm using my course, web programming is 1, all right? And the description of the quiz, you just say 1 maybe. And then the timing here is you can decide when the quiz, we are not going to do that, but let's say we want this quiz, today is 14th. So maybe we want this quiz to open next week on, we put the date here, let's say 14th, maybe I want it on tomorrow. So just look, I want this quiz to be done tomorrow. So that's the date here. And for how long? Tomorrow at 14 at, sorry, tomorrow is June 22nd, the date. And time. Let's just leave it at 50 for now. So we are not closing the quiz. We just want it to be there for 50 minutes. And the other thing we can do is, for now, is just say activity completion. This is to show when the quiz has been done. So the system will register that the quiz was done by the learner. And the other thing is the number of attempts. So you just leave it at 1 here. Now you save and display. And the quiz is ready. It's on Monday at 3:50 p.m. And you now edit the quiz to put the questions. So we click edit the quiz. We want to set multiple choice questions. So we say add because we don't have any question. And we say add a new because we don't have a bank. Normally we can put a bank of questions in the system, but we are beginning from scratch. So we just put add and we say multiple choice and then we say add. And this is the kind of a quiz that will be marked by the system. So question 1, you write here question 1, type the question. So let me say, what is a variable, right? What is a variable? That's the question. The number of marks we want for this question is 2 or 3, maybe I'll say 2 marks. Then just go down and choice 1, you say a variable is a number, but that's not the correct answer, so you leave none. Choice 2, a variable is a string. Is this the correct number? Yes. So you put here 100%. 100% means that's the correct answer. Choice 3, the variable is an integer. These are the options. Leave it at none. Choice 4, the variable is a float. Leave it at none because the only correct one is the one is a string, part B. So what do? We save this. We save this. Okay. And when we save it, this is what happens. It's still saving. And when you come here, it has been saved. So we want to add another question. But before we add another question, we can preview it, vile inakaa. We can click preview. And when we click preview, we can see even ndio inakaa. What is a variable? A, B, C, D. Haya, the marks is marked out of 2. Unaachana na hiyo. Now you want to add another question, so you say save changes. Tumemaliza kuedit hiyo. That's you say save changes when you have finished everything. So you come here, you have one question, you add another one here, a new question. It is still multiple choice. Let's add it. And it is question 2. And question 2, what is programming? The question, and you do the same. I want it to have 2 marks. So programming is coding, and that's the correct answer. So I put 100%. The other choice is programming is development. That's not correct. Choice 3, programming is implementation. That's not correct. The 4th choice, programming is design. right? Save this, save the changes. Okay, yes. Now, these are 2 questions. So you just put them, and here you can rearrange them. If there's a 3rd one, maybe let me add a 3rd one, a new question, true or false now. Now I want a true and false question. So add it. And then this is question 3. True and false. Programming. Right? Programming is easy. So feedback. Correct answer. Correct answer is true. So programming is easy. And here, programming is difficult. Feedback for false, just a minute, there's something I'm forgetting here. Feedback for false is here. Difficult. For false, feedback for true. So that's what you do. So you have 2 answers, easy and difficult. We save. Something has not been marked, just a minute. Okay. So we can preview it. Very good. Now, if I'm a student and I want to answer this, although it has been set for tomorrow, so let me remove that, because if it's been set for tomorrow, then a student will not be able to access it now. So let me edit this quiz. At how do I edit it? I just edit it at, I go back to, just a minute, I save and close. And save. All right. And I go back to the course. All right. So this is the quiz. So let me edit this quiz to change the dates. Edit the settings. So the setting I need to set is the timing. Yeah, this is not, I don't want there, so I leave it blank for now. Yeah, yes. So if I put timing and it's tomorrow at 3 p.m., then it means it will not be accessible. But I've left it open so it can even be done now. So let me now see what the student will see. I switch role to a student. When I switch role to a student and I go to, it should be lecture 1. This one. So when I click on it, the student receives attempt a quiz. And he starts answering. What is a variable? And I click, and I say my next. Aya. What is programming? And I click, and I say my next. Aya. Programming is easy. And I say my false. And I say my finish attempt. Now, the student receives feedback. submit all and finish. Once you submit, there is no turning back. Yes. So you can see the student has not passed. You can see the grade 0. It was out of 5. The time they taken is this, the date. So the student is also given your answer is correct. The correct answer is string. What is programming? Implementation. Your answer is incorrect. The correct answer is coding. Programming is easy. Pia ya amekosa. The correct answer is true. So the student receives that kind. So this is a quiz. The good thing with quiz is that it is automatically, the multiple choice quiz is marked by the system, all right? But we can have a quiz where the student fills in blanks. I'll not be able to show that one today. So the next one I want to show is an assignment. So is there any question on that demo? Basically, this is what you shall be doing in your work. Plus, are you okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
Any comments? Okay, can I demo the other one? Although we only have 8 minutes because I believe in keeping time. Can I demo how to do an assignment, or we keep it for another meeting?
Maybe you can demo the assignment.
Okay, thank you. So for the assignment, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So for the assignment, very, very similar. Let's say I want to give this in topic 4. First of all, let me return my role as the teacher. Make sure editing is turned on. And I want to, let me add here one more topic, topic 5. So topic 5 is PHP programming. I want to put an assignment here. So go to add a resource, click assignment. The name of the assignment is PHP programming assignment 1. Description is not a must, but you can just add there PHP assignment 1. And if you click here, this will be displayed on the course page. Even the student will see it, but it's not mandatory. Neither is there any harm if you say there display that. Now, maybe you want the learners to read before they do an assignment, so you can upload a file for them. Just in case you need a file, you can upload a file. Maybe you want them to read that file, and that file is going to help them do the assignment. So let me pick the file. So that's the file. Oh, this thing is blocking my way. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes.
So
Yes, we are
upload.
seeing the screen.
Thank you. Upload. What you're uploading is not the assignment. What you are uploading is what will help them to do the assignment. But you can also write the assignment here, actually here. You can write, define, or explain. Explain. This is the question, eh? Explain how the MVC design pattern is used. That's the question. You put the question there and you upload this file to help them. Alternatively, you can say that you can upload the assignment here. So the assignment will be this PDF for them to answer. So there are two ways. You can write the question here, or you can upload it as an upload, or you can upload something to help them do the assignment. You can set the dates, the submission, the date due, and the cutoff. Cutoff normally should be avoided. This is the day where now nothing will be accepted from the students. It's not normally advisable to put a cutoff, but a reminder for you to mark the cut, you can always set that. So these ones you can set, but for now, we leave them blank. The submission types, you can say online text and say remove this. Online text means that you want the students to type inside. How many words? 700 words, for example. So the students will answer on the platform. They will go to the learning management system. They can even maybe write from somewhere and then paste inside the system. That is what we mean by online text. But if you don't want online text, you say file submission. Here it means that the students will do it offline, maybe change it to PDF and upload. That is what we mean by file submission. So let me use online text, and the feedback types for now, if you say comment online, it means you will be able to comment on their script. The submission settings here are very important. Require students to click a submit button, you must say yes. Require student to accept the submission statement, you must say yes. So those are the important. This one is not even important, but these two submission settings, you must always set them to yes. The assignment is where they will answer. The rest now, like the grade, you can put the marks. The maximum grade is 100, but we can change to our own scale, the way we want to scale it. But for now, we put it to 100 where it was and leave it like that. And we just, also the other setting is activity completion. This is, you always set it to when the conditions are met. This will show in your record, it's like a register. Like whoever submitted, by setting activity completion, anybody who submits a reply, the system will like mark him as he submitted. This one submitted. So this is like a register which shows some statistics on how the students are interacting with the system. So anything you do, you always set this to activity completion. Now let's save this and return to the course. Okay, we have just finished setting that, and so there it is. And if you want to see what the student will do, switch your role, just switch role to be a student, and go to lesson 4. And this is what the student will do. Now, some of my settings here, are not working. So even if I click this, if you do this on the sandbox, you will be able to see where a student can click a link. I'm sorry that we are not able to see it here because some of my settings are not properly set. But if you go to the sandbox, there should be a submit button. Let me go to the sandbox. Sandbox, we are almost finishing. Let me log in. This is an assignment that I changed. So let me behave like a student. I think I saw it somewhere where I can be able to become a student here. Where did I see that? This is what I'll see, but what I'm trying to see how I can go to be a student. So here, yes, switch role. Yeah, and switch to be a student. Let me now, this is the student's view. Yeah, so you see this, eh? So the student will see this, assignment 1, and there's no submission yet. So he will say add a submission. What is MVC add a submission? So the student will be given where he can type, eh? Because that is the option that we chose. And then he will say save. So when he says save, if I go back to my role as a lecturer or as a teacher, and I now want to view, now I'm the teacher, view submissions, I will see what the student sent. This is what he has done. Now this one cannot be marked by the system. So I will mark it offline and then I will give him a grade. Okay, it's only multiple choice questions that can be marked by the system. This one cannot be marked. That is the end of my demo, and now I submit to the class members. So I don't know if there's any question on that. If there is no question, then tomorrow you have a meeting, and this week we'll continue to be interacting, trying to see where we can help each other so that we make a good work of this. Otherwise, that's where I end. Is there any question? Swali? Are you there, class? Class?
We are here.
Okay, Kunas, is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's well understood.
Asanteni sana. Let's meet next time, eh?
Thank you so much.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah,